guys, welcome back to my channel. It's you from Happiness and Crafting. So today is Lost Mojo Makes Day. Now this was supposed to go out, I was supposed to do this for Wednesday, but we've had such a busy week this week, though this will go out on Friday evening, because we didn't do a Friday freebie this week either. One of those weeks, you know, where we get one of those weeks where things don't quite go to plan. But I thought I would just pop in and do a Lost Mojo Makes for tonight. Now, if you've got your book, I hope you have made it. I have whittled mine right down to 15 pages. So some of them I've stuck 2 together, some of them I've stuck 3 together. So some of the pages are a little bit thicker than others, but I have got 15 pages in here. And I think that's quite a good number actually. So we can fill it up. And you know, it's not too overwhelming. I think that's the thing, when you lose your mojo, you don't want anything that's sort of like too much to do. So this is, we can finish this in quite a short sort of like space of time, I think. So I've got this out. So like I said, I'm hoping you've done yours. If not, and you've got a book, grab a book. And then all as I've done, I've just taken out some of the pages, stuck these together just to make them a little bit thicker, and they are fabulous pages to work in. And then we've got like a little sort of a journal, ready-made journal. Okay, so what I have got this that we had last week, with all the bits that I'm going to keep everything in. So throughout the week I've just sort of like popped in a few bits of paper that I thought maybe we could use. So if you've got like a little box or something, you know, keep your book in it. And keep your little bits of paper. So going through the week, if you've got something that you want to put in it, just pop it in the box. I've also put in all of the papers as well. So I've got that, and then I've just found this on my shelf, and it's got all sorts of bits of ephemera in it, little bits of fussy cuts and things like that. Not ephemera, it's fussy cuts, you know, that I've just had. It's not ready made or anything. It's just a piece of paper that can go in the bin. So I'm gonna have a little rummage through that as just like a focal point. So you know, when you've sort of like not quite sure what to do, and you want to do a page, try and just pick something as a like a focal point. So just have one little, you know, it could be a butterfly, could be the butterfly, and sort of like work around that. But I'll have a look for something in a minute in there. But the first thing I want to do is just take out a couple of pieces. I'm not going to use all of it. I'm going to take out a few pieces. So this is, I might have to just take this out. I haven't really looked at this. Right, so this is our paper from the book. I've got some bits. I'm going to I'm going to just take this all out for a second. Let's open that out. Let's see what we got in here. Right, the book paper. I'm going to take, what should we take out? I'm going to take 3 sheets of this out. Okay, so take 3 sheets of your book paper. Let's pop that back. A little bit of music paper, we don't need that. And then I'm going to just take out, I'm not going to have that because we had that one in the first page. Let's take a blue bit out. That we had on the first page, so we don't really want to duplicate sort of like the colours. So I'm going to just use these bits. That's it. That's what I'm going to use. Well, maybe this one, maybe that one as well. Okay, so just take out, get yourself 4 pieces of paper, 4 little bits of whatever you've got in your little box. I'm going to put this back in here, and then that can go away. So don't forget about that, and then we're not going to confuse ourselves. So we've got this, and then we're going to have a little rummage through here. So just get your, oh look, I've got a pair of shoes. Oh, these are from, do you know, I haven't looked in this for ages. Oh, that's a little, like a little jewellery box. This is from the, I think this is the Shaberdashery, isn't it? Is it Shaberdashery? Oh, I can't remember. The Shabby Wardrobe. Maybe it's the Shabby Wardrobe. I can't honestly remember. I'll pop it on. I'll pop it down anyway. Oh, look, we've got a little fairy in there as well. Should we have her? Or maybe. Okay, we only wanted a focal point, so don't overwhelm yourself. I could do with a couple of butterflies. I did see a couple of butterflies in here as well. I haven't used my butterflies for ages, and these are the ones I just put little gems on with my hot gemmy glue gunny thingy-majiggity. Okay, I'm not looking. I'm not going to take... Oh no, we were. Right. 3 little ephemera pieces. So I did say 1 as a focal point, but I've got 3 because I think they sort of like work quite well together. So 3 pieces of paper. Pick out 4 pieces of just scrappy paper that you've got. I'm not going to work on the front page because I kind of like that. I think at some point I'm going to get like a, I don't know, an image of something. I've got these, and then maybe put something on the front like that. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to just work on this page here like that. So this is our front page. And what I think I might do, I'm going to stick these together because I thought we could make like a long tag. So we want it to be quite thick. So get your 3 pieces of paper, get our glue, ooh, and then I'm going to just stick these together so they're nice and, you know, nice and thick, nice and strong. Like that. We could probably make a couple of tags out of this. So let's just stick these together like that, and again like this. So guys, have you had a busy week? We've just been sort of non-stop. It's one of those weeks. Poor old George had to go to the vet, which I've already said in the video. Did I say in the video? Maybe not. I said on a Facebook, I think. So he's been rather poorly. So George is our cat. So he's been a bit poorly. So he's been backwards and forwards to the vet. So fingers crossed he's okay now. Oh my gosh, it's just pouring with rain, but we've got sunshine. So there might be a rainbow out there somewhere. Right. Let's just do that. I'm going to just leave that to the side for a minute, just to sort of like harden up and dry a little bit. Right, what should we do with these? Where did that come from? Piece of card. What should we do with these? 4 little pieces. I love this blue. I really do like this blue. Shall we make... I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Just making it up. We like to make it up as we go along. I'm going to make a double pocket. Should we do a double pocket like that? A little double pocket. Maybe we could have little pockets on here, and then these can just be like little bits of ephemera. We could do like a little collage, couldn't we? She could sort of be sitting up there with her butterfly. That's what I'm going to do. That looks really nice, actually. So this can go there. We could probably make a couple of, maybe we don't need it that wide. And maybe I'll take a little strip of this off. I'm going to stick this down though. And then this can go in like that. What we got here. That's actually the length of the page. I'm going to bend this over. Bend this over so we've got like a reinforce this bit like that. So if we're going to push something in there, we sort of like reinforce that bit. And then we will take a little strip of this and pop it on there like that. So it looks like we've got sort of like 3 layers. Just like that. That's all we're going to do. Pop that on. Hope you're following along. It would be nice if you were following along to do this. I'm just going to just ink this up a little bit. Oops, oopsie daisy. There we go. A little bit of ink. A little bit of ink. Oh, I need to actually tear this down, don't I? I'm going to put that on there. This is roughly I'm going to just tear that off. Oh, it's not very level, is it? About there. There we are. Make that whole piece like that. Let's just ink this little bit up. We're not going to see that bit, so we don't need to ink that, and we are going to glue this on. I'm going to use a little bit of tacky glue on here. Like that. Bit of tacky glue all over. I think Lost Mojos is ideas, isn't it? You just need to, you know, get your ideas, your thinking back again. Because like I've said before in the videos, we all try to make things quite complicated. We want to make things look really nice, and sometimes we go a little bit too far and we lose track of the fun it should be to craft and make things. So try and just use what you got, like that. There we go, we've got a nice little pocket there. This page edge, do you know, I might put something on there as well. Should we just add a little bit of this, just to reinforce this bit? I quite like this little foldy over bits, but I'm not going to fold it over, I'm just going to stick it, because then we've got this plainer page over this side, then this isn't going to be over there. You know what I mean. We will have a ruler's width, I think. Tear that down. Make sure this is, stick that on first. Let's have this scruffy edge on here. Like that. Shall we ink both sides? Okay. So there we go. We've got to get into the thing is like on these things we want to do sort of like almost like less is more. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing. Right, I'm going to glue it. I'm going to glue it down with this. Oh, we've got that one as well. I know I like this side. Let's just glue right up along the edge. I'm not going to go right to the bottom because I'm not quite sure how much. A little bit there to stick that. There we go. Now if you sew, you could sew some of these little pieces together. Do you know what I mean? On this little bit, you could sew down the edge. Again, it's just, we don't need to. We will snip this off. The end. I mean, and then that can go on there, kind of like that, and then we've got a little, we'll make a little something on there. Actually, we could put the little fairy on our tag, couldn't we? But we were going to add this on here, so it's a double pocket. Double pocket? That's what we were going to do, weren't we? Edge down this one. I'm going to have to, this isn't long enough, so we are going to just tear this down, fold both of these in half, and then these can edge the other one. Ooh. Ooh, could you hear that? That's thunder. We're supposed to be having thunder and lightning today. And that is very thundery out there. Oh, I like a bit of thunder and lightning. How exciting. We don't get it that often actually. We get really grotty weather at the moment, but I do like a good thunderstorm. Okay, let's just ink these little bits. Oops. Okay, I like the rosy bit. Right, I'm going to take this bit off. I like this rosy bit. This is a bit more rosy, isn't it? Maybe I'll put it this way, like that. What do you think? Right, I'm just going to stick this on. Pop this on, like that. Where's my lid? Where's my lid? Put that there. Okay, I am going to be doing, I don't know whether you saw the video with my lovely vintage lace haul. Oh God, that stuff is just fabulous. I'm so happy with it all. I am going to be doing, I'm very late with doing my videos this week, but I'm going to be using them in my Shabby Saturday video this week, because I can't have a great big pile of beautiful lace and not use them in our Shabby Saturday video, can I? So I'm going to be making something, not sure yet. That's this afternoon's project, to get that video going and see what we can come up with. I need to sort of find storage as well for it. Now I've got my 2 drawers in the front which I popped in there, the IKEA drawers, so I might actually, I haven't put anything in them yet. I don't know what to put in them. I've put them there and I haven't actually put anything in them yet. I was going to put my scrappy fabrics and stuff in there, but I don't think I'm going to now. I think I might put my yummy lace. Right, we need to chop this off, don't we? Let's make it the same length as this. I'm going to cut this top bit off. Is that level? That's about right. There we go. Lovely. So this is just, it's very simple idea, just making 2 pockets, but by putting little strips down the sides, it just gives it, you know, a different sort of look. You look like you've got lots of little strips going down. I'm going to stick this down with some tacky glue, like that. Yeah, maybe I will just put those little bits on the tags and not actually on. Oh, I wonder if I could find some little fabricy bits. Got my pot on the desk. There we go. Like that. So that's one little pocket. Now I'm going to have to go over this, aren't I? Over our tape. Like that. So I am going to, what shall I use? I'm going to use my glue gun actually, because it's going over this shiny tape. So I'm going to do that. Oh, have I got enough glue in there? No, I need a glue stick. I moved them. I need to move them back again. There we go. Let's just go along here. Like that. Just a little bit down there. Fabulous. There we go. A couple of very simple pockets on there. Oh, that's a bit wonky, isn't it? Just a bit late now. That's a bit late. But that as just a page, I think looks really nice. Secret little pockets. Look at that. So we've got a little pocket in there. And then we've got a little pocket in there. Right, do you think, I kind of like this scruffy edge. I'm going to have to take a little bit off the bottom because it's too long. Like that. And then I think we'll just rip this in half. There we go. That can go in there like that. So this is quite thin. Feels quite thin, this one. So maybe we'll add a little bit of these. This is what we got left over. This one doesn't feel as thin. This one feels quite hard, but this one feels a bit flimsy. Look, it's coming off. See, that one stuck really well. That's very bizarre. Take that. Should we just use these bits? Should we tag them? I like this one. I want this to sort of stick out the edge on here. But I think we'll have almost like sort of rectangle tags. I like that one. This I'm going to put here. Or should I put that on this one? Actually, I might just... Oh, I think I'm going to put tabs on them. Shall we put tabs on them? This one can go on here, like that. When you're doing things like this, and you start, I think sometimes it's like the starting that's the hard thing, isn't it? Of actually getting going. But once you sort of like get yourself going, it's pretty good. You sort of start doing, you know, getting the swing of it. That's quite nice, isn't it? Let's just stick that on there, like that. Like we did on the No Rules journal. Try and keep that in mind, whereas there are no rules. Just do how you feel. Let your hands do the working on things like this. That's quite nice, isn't it? Oh, I like this though. Kind of like that. Shall we just put this on the top? There's a little rosy bit there. I'm going to put that on the top like that. I'm going to just tear it, I think. So it's a bit scruffy, like the edge of the page. Just a bit of glue. Like that. A little bit of glue in there. And then we will pop that on top. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Oops, make sure it's stuck down. Right, should we have a little bit of ink? Should we ink it just a little bit? Like that. So if you only limit yourself to a certain amount of bits of paper, it makes it a lot easier to work, I think, because sometimes we have such a choice of things that we get, it's a little bit overwhelming on what we can do with them. So yeah, definitely sort of like less is more. Okay, that can go in. Right, I like these as little tags. Now I would like to sort of like have a little bit of coffee stain paper or something on the back of that, so it can actually be, you can write on it and journal on it. But I'm liking them. Oh, is that coming undone? Oh. We don't want that to come undone. There we go. Just stick down. There we go. Okay, these are the three bits that I chose. You know, we could have that coming out from there, couldn't we? Look at how wonky that is. But does it matter? No. That looks nice. Right, I'm going to go in. I've got this on my desk, so I'm going to just have a little peek. My tool is in there. I like that. Little bits of little bow. A little bit of lace. I don't want anything too thick, too bulky. Let's just have a few sort of thin bits. What's that? That's a bit... It's not bad. That could probably go on there. That's a little bit too bulky. What's this? Let's pop a little bit of this on. Let's cut. Cut down this way. I think that will rip. Oh yeah, it will. Oh, I'm going to just take a few little bits of this. There's a little bit. I'm not sure about my little green flower. What else have we got? What's that? There's a little... There with that hot glue thingy-majiggedy, little embellishments. Okay, I think that will do. Right, I'm going to just take those couple of things. Do we need a bow? We need something a little bit brighter on. Oh yeah, we've got our little butterfly, haven't we? That will brighten it up. Does she look a little bit lost on there? Do you think she looks a little bit lost on there on her own? Do you know, I'm going to leave those like that. I don't think they need anything on them. Right, I don't want to make this too complicated. I'm starting to get a little bit too complicated now. I'm going to leave those like that. And then we're just going to embellish this little bit. So let's just ink around here. That's really kind of nice, isn't it? I'm going to just stick it on there like that. Do we need her? I don't think we really need her. Do we? Should we make a little collagey bit underneath? Like this. I like these little pieces of lace coming over the top of that. Should we have a bow or should we have a butterfly? Look, I think that butterfly looks nice, doesn't it? Right, I'm not going to use her or the bow. I'm going to add these little bits. So we'll add a little bit down there. Maybe scrunch it a little bit. Little scrunchy bit there. Gosh, next door's making lots of noise out there. I don't know whether you can hear that as well. Right, I did want a little bit of tulle. We like tulle. I like tulle. This is just like a little off-cut piece. Let's just scrunch that up. There we go. Let's have a little bit of movement in here. Pop that down so that comes over that first pocket. So it wouldn't even, if you sort of like, you know, pop those in there, it doesn't even look like a pocket because you've got that over the side of it. Oh my gosh, I've just stuck that down. Don't want to stick that down yet. We want to stick this bit, don't we? This bit like that. Stick that on there. Like that. Oh, I'm liking that. I do like that. And then these little pieces, what was I going to do? I quite like that going up. Maybe we'll put it underneath that little bit of tulle. Put that in there. Then we can just have these little bits hanging over the side. Like that. Another little bit. There we go, and then we're going to have a little butterfly on there. Just like that. So it gives a little bit of a little bit of colour on there. How lovely is that? I think that's really, really nice. So we've got our 2 little tags, which I do feel we need to put something on the back so we could actually write on these, don't we? And then they can just tuck in nicely. Like that. I think I like just the book paper on there, because we don't want to lose the fact that this is a book. Do you know what I mean? We don't want to cover everything up completely, because I think I might leave that, because that looks really nice, doesn't it? Right, do I have... Going to just pop a little bit over this. Let's just tear this down. Doesn't have to be too fancy. Just mean then we've got a little journaling spot in there, which we can just glue on, which is perfect. And then we'll do this side. We have the darker bit on this one. That can go over there. Pop that on. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Shall we use glue gun, glue stick? Oh, we got such a selection of glue. Let's just pop a little bit of glue stick on there. So this is... Do you know what? I didn't use enough on there. I could see I didn't have enough. When you use glue stick, you have to use you have to really glue it down. I think that's what I'm not doing at the moment. I'm not actually gluing them down enough. Love these. We need lots of glue on there. I think this is why people don't like glue sticks, because you don't use enough. You've really got to get a good layer of glue on there. Like that. Put this over there. Like that. Okay, so this Lost Mojo one, I love it. Absolutely love it. I think that's fabulous. So when you're going to do a big journal and you want some ideas, this is just absolutely perfect. You can go through your little Lost Mojo book, open it up and think, oh, I can make that and put that in my journal. And then you turn over and then you've got this page layout that you can pop in a journal. I just think it's fab. Love it. I really do. Look at that. It's so simple, because you're just lining up little pockets, making these out of the book pages, because we want to use the book pages in here, because, you know, like I said, you don't want to lose the fact that it was a book, and then we can make all sorts of things out of it. But there we go, guys. That is your Lost Mojo for this week, and I love it. So, like I always say, try not to think too much about what you do. Try and just go with it. I know lots and lots of you find it quite difficult, because I do get lots of emails and lots of messages saying that they like things to be done. You like it to be neat and tidy and things like that. If that's the way you want to do it, make it tidier. You don't have to have the scruffy edges on there. Just cut them down so they're nice and straight. Just adapt it to how you work. But try not to think too much. I think we do all overthink and try and make things so much more difficult than they need to be. Just go with it. This is a book. Just remember, this is a book. Nobody else has to see it. It's just for you. If it goes wrong, turn the page and do another one. It's not a big deal. It really, really isn't. But I really would love you to just start and just make that first step. And if you have made that first step and you're making one, please share it with me. Pop it into the Facebook group because I would really, really love to see them. So there we go, guys. That's your little page for this week. I'm loving it. So have a fantastic rest of the day. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. And I will see you tomorrow for the Shabby Saturday. All right, guys, take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon.